Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I don't know how I'm going to sound. I keep doing take after take, but I never seem to be able to. I'm not a very photogenic person. I'm not good with cameras. I'm not good with a camera phone. Maybe someday I'll fix my laptop phone and it'll improve that. So, today is 7 Ramadan. I've fasted, I've eaten, I'm happy and hydrated, so I won't sound as dry as last time. I think I had a little bit of trouble still talking because I had only had a little bit of water. So anyway, today I thought I would discuss Ramadan. I saved some hadiths and some Quran readings so that I could explain it more scholarly than before, because I know it's really hard to pay attention to me when I never tell you where I'm getting the information from, and some people cannot work with that. And I know. My stepfather used to tell me all the time that it drove him crazy that I could never cite where I got my information from. So, first of all, easiest explanation. Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed, guidance for humanity and clear importance of guidance and the criterion. Whoever of you witnesses the month shall fast it, but whoever is sick or on a journey, then a number of other days. Allah desires ease for you and does not desire hardship for you, that you may complete the number and celebrate Allah for having guided you, so that you may be thankful. Okay, so what Ramadan is about. Ramadan, and I have a hadith for this too. I'll probably try to find that so that I'm not just throwing this out. But Ramadan is the month that the Quran was revealed to Muhammad, peace be upon him, by the angel Gabriel. So that's why this specific month we fast. As far as why do we celebrate Ramadan now? We celebrate Ramadan for several reasons. First of all, the ultimate reason is because we learn self-discipline and self-control. You can't always get what you want, right? The Rolling Stones song, it's an old cliche, you can't always get what you want, but it's true. And you shouldn't always get what you want. You need to learn humility, you need to learn self-control and discipline. You work to achieve, and you appreciate what you have. So, self-control, that's one. 2, you learn charity and humility. What do you think it's like to the millions of children all over the world who don't have clean drinking water and can't have food every day? We are in this position every day for so many hours that we can't eat or drink, but there's people who this is their everyday existence. It's awe-inspiring to me to think that there's people who can go days without these things, because one day for me feels like so many days. So it's to teach you that humility, learn about what it's like for the people who don't have that. What else? Number 3, it's to teach you to be grateful. You do have clean food and water every day. At the end of the day, I get an iftar. At 7:05 today, I got to have water and dates and a dinner, some delicious dumplings and Muslim noodles, Hui Chinese noodles. They were delicious, and I got it. You know, I can eat every day if I choose. I can choose to eat and not fast in Ramadan. That's awe-inspiring because not everybody can do that. So I am grateful. It teaches me to be grateful and thankful that I have food and water and I have these comforts. So, it's teaching you self-discipline, charity, kindness, thankfulness, and that is, I guess that's the main thing about Ramadan for me. Let me find the hadith real quick that I wanted to tell you. Why Ramadan? Why fast during Ramadan? Why is it good for you? Okay, first of all, there's a hadith that says, whoever fasts the month of Ramadan out of sincere faith and hoping for a reward from Allah, then all of his previous sins will be forgiven. Think about that. In 1 month, all your previous sins can be forgiven. You are the worst person at praying and being disciplined, but you can be forgiven through what you do during Ramadan. So of course, every Muslim wants this opportunity to in 1 month make up for 11 months worth of sinning. Another thing about Ramadan is that it is the month that Satan cannot touch you. He is supposedly locked away. Every deed that you do is on you. Now, of course, you're thinking to yourself, well, isn't that always true? Yeah. How many times do you hear people say, what's the cliche is the devil made me do it, right? The devil made me do it. What about you? What about what's inside you? The devil's inside you. And this month they said, you know what? Every bad deed you do, the devil did not make you do it. The gates of heaven are open. The gates of hell are closed. The devil cannot make you do anything. It's not an excuse. So all your desires are your own. Your failures are your own. And that's really how life is, but especially during Ramadan, right? Another thing that I need to make you guys understand, it's very important. Fasting does not just mean not eating and drinking. I know that's what you hear about. You don't eat, you don't drink from sunup to sundown. Well, that's not all it is. Let me give you another hadith. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, whoever does not give up forced speech and evil actions, Allah is not in need of his leaving food and drink. Allah will not accept his fasting. That's right. You have to fast with your mind. You need to give up angry speech. You need to give up cursing, and bad intentions in general. It's really hard. You think it's hard not to eat and drink. That's nothing. Second, somebody cuts you off in traffic. It's not water or food that you're about to break fast over. It's that you want to. You're so angry, right? That's breaking your fast. Now, you cannot curse. You cannot get angry. There's a hadith, and I don't have that sitting in front of me, but basically that Muhammad, peace be upon him, has said that that if someone is angering you on purpose, like somebody's provoking you into an argument, you're supposed to say, I'm fasting. And repeatedly. This is what you need to tell them. I'm fasting. I cannot argue with you. I cannot fight. I am fasting. So, just to let you know, that's the hardest part. You don't know it, but it's the hardest part of Ramadan. But regarding that, and regarding food and drink, sometimes we make mistakes. I know sometimes curse words fly out of my mouth. Sometimes angry words fly out of my mouth. It's not intentional. Allah is forgiving. He's merciful. It's okay. You're not going to lose the whole day of fasting because one word slipped out of your mouth by accident. And, okay, here's a scenario. You wake up in the morning, you completely forget that it's Ramadan. It does happen. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, right? But it does. Or you're at work and somebody hands you some drink, and without thinking you drink a gulp of water. You did not break your fast. It was unintentional. And another great hadith, which I don't want to bore you with finding. I really do have it in front of me, but I'm not going to spend the next 5 minutes looking through my Kindle here for the correct hadith. But basically, Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that that's a gift. That is your gift from Allah. You were meant to have that drink or that food. It's a kindness from him. So don't feel guilty. Don't regret. Just move on with your day and be thankful that Allah gave you that little sip of water. And if you're one of those people that are like, well, how would anybody know? I would say it was accidental. Okay. Granted, your wife or your coworker could be like, okay, it was accidental. But really, you don't think that God knows what's in your mind? That's the silliest thing ever. God always knows what's in your mind. You can't be like, oh, I accidentally drank that, and you can't fool God. I don't know of any religion or religious person that would possibly go along with, oh yeah, you can trick God. That's silly. So, if you forget and eat or drink, thank Allah for his gift to you and move on. And that is the last thing I'm going to say today. Yeah, it's the last thing I'm going to say for today. I'm not going to bother you guys. You have a good night. Bye.